Hey everybody, big welcome back. I'm cruising down the highway with my son. Hopefully the camera doesn't go too blurry here. I don't know how to lock the focus or whatever because it keeps trying to focus on the dashboard rather than the distance. So I don't think there's a way to do that. But anyway, it is what it is. We are on the QEW in Mississauga right now, heading on a road trip, heading up north. I got some estate shit to deal with. So I was cruising with my son Nick, and sorry, I wish I could do something about the camera quality here. It's, yeah, I guess just if I don't touch it, hopefully it's okay. But anyway, the other day we, as you know, me and 150 million other people or whatever the hell it was, all saw that GTA dropped the trailer for the new GTA 6. And I thought this was a good time to kind of cruise around talking about that with my baby boy here. So I'll tell you, I'm 43 now, almost 44, but I've been playing GTA since GTA was on PlayStation 1 back in like 1997. And it used to be a topographical, I think it's called, game where it looked down on a map. And it was something completely different than what any of the kids nowadays know from, GTA 4 or 5 and are expecting in 6. So back in the day, it was thought of as a violent game then, which is weird when you play it now and you're like, that ain't even violent. Like probably Mario is more violent than that, but it was what it was. It was good fun. And so then when GTA 2 was a topographical as well, and then when we got to GTA 3, I believe that's the first time we went down to a view in, like, first person, I guess you would say, or even third person, but down at street level. I remember that was like so insane to be able to play a game that was open world like that. There was some games like, I don't know, I used to play like, say, Star Fox, and you kind of, you had some room, I believe, to cruise around a little bit out in space or some shit, but it was nothing like how GTA had a whole map to roam around. Mind you, the map comparatively to now was not very big, but anyway, it was good fun. And I think San Andreas was the for me anyway, like those first games, they were okay. I didn't take video gaming very seriously back then, obviously, just kind of casually playing, here and there. Wasn't a big deal. Fuck, sorry guys, I really wish I could do something with this camera. I don't know what is going on here. If I zoom in, does that help? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out, but it doesn't. For whatever reason, my phone is not happy about filming like this, but it is what it is. Anyway, so GTA San Andreas, I think was the first one that I really got fully into doing the whole story, and you had to eat and work out and all this so you could get your guy in shape, or you could make him fat, and you could, you know what I mean? It was so cool at the time, and I think it still holds up today after all these years. I have it on, my Xbox. I bought the GTA collection or whatever, and I like to hit it up every now and then. Go and you can do like the taxi missions and all that shit, and ambulance, and we got our exit coming up here, so we're gonna have to get over. But then GTA 4 comes out. There are some other ones in the meantime. There's like Chinatown Wars or something like that. I only tried that one really quickly. I think I tried it on PSP if I remember correctly. Never got into it. which was the other one? There was one with Phil Collins. Was that 3 in the end, and he does the concert for In the Air Tonight? Maybe. Anyway, that one was pretty cool. I really wish, like, if I wasn't driving, I'd try to fix this camera for you guys. So then, yeah, GTA 4 came out, obviously, at New York City. That was really impressive at the time. Of course, it seemed like insane graphics, which is so funny now because, like, you watch some old GTA 4 footage and you're like, wow, that's all, really, really old school. But it's kind of funny because when I think of GTA, if I'm not playing it, if I just think of GTA 4, I kind of think of it in the fidelity of GTA 5. I just kind of, I just picture everything being all like, like the graphics being very similar or on par. But yeah, when you go on and play it, they're not. It's pretty gangster. But then, of course, comes GTA 5, which some of you would know I actually got early. Some people, anyway, some of you guys watching, but anyway, some of my subscribers years ago would know I actually got that game early. I drove out to, I think, actually might be the one where I met the kid in Burlington. I know one game, maybe it was Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I drove like an hour and a half away or something like that, and I did a video on it when I was going to get it, and then when I got it and all that, so the video was on my channel. That's so many years ago, we're talking, 12, 13 years ago, whatever. But the GTA 5, I don't know, I paid like, I'd have to watch the video back, but I paid like 90 or 100 bucks or some shit for it. Which, remember, the game was like 60 bucks when it came out. So it was a bit of a premium. Never got into the details of how they got it early. Other than like, yeah, it's got to be like somebody that works at Best Buy or some shit, and they're just trying to, I don't know what, I don't know how it plays out. How do they take them out the back door and then pay for it after? Or they steal them? Like, I have no idea how they pulled it off, but they did, and I'm glad they did, because yeah, it gave me access. But I remember I like disconnected my Xbox from the internet because I didn't want to get busted. And look at the graphics, it's like we're playing Grand Theft Auto 4. But yeah, so I didn't want to get busted playing the game early and get my like account banned and shit like that. So yeah, I had it disconnected from the internet, and then which brings up the point that GTA 5 had a lot of people may not even remember this, but in the early days when it first came out, multiplayer was actually locked. You couldn't get into multiplayer. They made you go like 2 months or so, 6 to 8 weeks, whatever it was. And that was with just campaign. And I actually thought that was a smart move for them and for us, kind of forcing us just to play the damn game. You know what I mean? They worked so hard on making the campaign, and they wanted to ensure that people actually went on there and enjoyed it and didn't just go for running and gunning online and blowing each other up. And I can appreciate that, and if that's what they do again with GTA 6, I have zero issues with that at all. I will gladly sit and take the time to play out the campaign. I'm very excited for playing as this new female, Lucia, who's actually pretty hot for a computer-generated thing, whatever the hell you want to call it. Anyway, a player. If I joined into the world of video games and somehow I was in that town, I'd hit that. But as for the game itself, the trailer I personally thought was really exciting. I'll tell you how I even found out about it. So obviously I had YouTube scheduled for 9 a.m. the next day, and my son was actually going to come to work with me so that we could sit and watch it together before work. But then I went home. I went home that night, the Monday night, and went and clicked my TV on, and all of a sudden it's, you know, on my YouTube, on my app, on my TV or whatever, it's like new, you know, for under my recommended, and it said new from Rockstar Games music video, and it's listed as a music video, and I'm like, what'd they do? They put out a music video, and it at that time only had 40,000 views, so like it was within a couple of minutes of it being posted that I saw that, and it had like 40 or 41,000 views at the time. So I click play, and all of a sudden it's playing, and I'm like, this is like a whole actual trailer. And so quickly I back out and I double check the channel, and it's got, you know, millions of subscribers, whatever. So I'm like, holy shit, this is actually them. It's not like some spoof bullshit, because people could just call themselves Rockstar and not be Rockstar. But anyway, so I go and I check, and it truly is. So my son's at my house, and I yell down, I'm like, hey Nick, come here. And he comes up, I'm like, this is the trailer. And he's like, no, it can't be. And I'm like, well, I know it can't be, but it is. And so we sat and watched it several times, of course, and like everybody, I don't think anybody watched it once, and we're like, holy shit, like, look at the detail. And anyways, yeah, it's really awesome looking, and I can't wait to play it. Now I'm gonna open up the microphone to my son Nick here, and I'm gonna ask Nick, what are your initial thoughts on the trailer compared to GTA 5? If you could say, what are your main differences that you're seeing here? What do you got to say? By the way, this is Razor Eagle. He's got a YouTube channel as well, and he does some like video gamings, and I think he goes on Omegle and jerks off. I'm not sure, but anyway. So your thoughts, Nick, on GTA 6 from the trailer? What are you thinking? Speak up.
It's very, it's a lot more expanded and a lot more density.
A lot more density? Like, you mean like people and shit?
Yeah, a lot more people. And also a lot more animals.
A lot more animals too, that's true. Yeah, because we see the one clip in like in the Everglades or some shit, and there's like 30 flamingos. Nobody talks about it, but there's actually a couple of deer in the background. I haven't heard anybody mention a deer, but there was potentially what could be a black bear. Florida does have bears. A lot of people don't realize that. They do have bears. What else did we see in there? We saw alligators, right?
Yeah.
Do you think, would you suspect that it's going to be like Red Dead Redemption, that I'll be able to grab you and then feed you to an alligator?
I don't expect to see that.
Would you hope so, though?
That would be full mechanic.
Yeah, like if I could grab you and fucking just feed you, because that's what I wanted to do, Nick. When you were little, you were noisy and messy.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to feed you to an alligator because of it.
Oh, that's lovely.
So, if I get that chance, I'm gonna.
I understand.
So, let me ask you, because I see online that it's bothering a lot of people. I don't know why people are upset about this. Do you care that you're playing as a female?
No.
Does that matter to you at all?
No.
Do you think she's pretty hot? You're on the spot here. We need to know, because we have suspicions about his closet status. So anyway, yeah, would you, what was I saying here? Sorry, I got confused, because like, oh, these guys getting into an accident maybe? Yeah, it looks like they probably did. The one car's all scratched up. Anyway, so it doesn't bother you that you're playing as a chick.
No.
Now, I think, and I think from the leaks, that's why I believe we're playing part of the story as a chick and part of it as Jason, the guy who I'm suspecting may be a cop. I see a lot of people online are kind of thinking the same thing, that there's the potential that he is, and I really don't know. I didn't realize we have the chat turned off or something, live chat. Oh, nobody chatted anyway, but just so you know. Yeah, so do you hope that he's an undercover cop? Do you think that adds more to the storyline?
It would make it a lot more interesting, but I guess the
Yeah, you like the mystery surrounded by it?
Yeah.
Or for those of you just joining me, I do apologize. The camera sucks just the way it's trying to focus on my dashboard rather than the distance. But obviously I'm driving on the highway. I can't do much about that. But anyway, the other thing I saw online, and luckily they're taking a lot of flack for it, was some people were commenting that there are too many black people in Vice City, and to that I just say that's absolute nonsense, because if I'm playing a game, I want it to be representative of where it is. So you know what I mean, the local diversity, I want it to match kind of wherever it is, right? Just make it more authentic. And I've been to South Beach, Miami several times, and guess what? There's a lot of black people there. Oh, I almost missed my exit because I'm talking to you guys. Luckily the guy behind me was really nice and let me in, so I said thank you. Yeah, so the black people in Miami, there are a lot of them. When you go to South Beach, hell, I might even say it's like 70% black people the times that I've been there, if not greater. I was there during spring break the one year. And Nick, would you say that it was 70% black? Do you recall we were there spring break with Cody and, was it Callum was with us too? Yeah, Cody and Callum, Batwing and the British fuck. And anyway, yeah, like, I mean, it is what it is. I don't have an issue with that. If I watch a game and it's centered on Detroit and it's like supposed to be in the hood in Detroit, I don't expect to see many Chinese people. I expect that it should be mostly black people. So for me, watching some of the shit with people, like, you know, their comments on her being a chick and the whole race thing, that's just nonsense. Just enjoy the fucking game. I don't know why people gotta take it there. That's my 2 cents on that shit. Anyway, I'm excited about it. I was just trying to, you know, kill some time while driving here. I'm not gonna make this video go on very long because it's just nonsense anyway, me spewing about my excitement for the new game. Oh, this is a nice Porsche. I think he wants to race me. Just for the record, I can't really show you here, but we are in our turbo. I've got a turbo BMW. That's what we're driving, so. But I don't have my Waze on, so I can't go too crazy. But I raced the Porsche and I beat him, just for the record. And, yeah. Well, I'll kill it there. It was a really shitty video. I appreciate it. I actually sat and watched with the whole camera fuck-ups. If I knew it was going to do that, I wouldn't have even made the video. Because the whole point was live streaming and, you know, guys watching traffic while I was doing it. But, anyway, I'll be back. I've been meaning to get on my flight simulator as well, so I think we're going to do some flight simulator video soon. Do some viewer requests. I like doing that. I like doing the, you know, you guys request where you want me to fly in the world and go and do that, and then interacting with the audience and shit. So I plan on doing that soon too. So you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.